Hello, hello. You caught me. Hello, hello. It's Kitti Andrews. Proud to be your thought organizer. You really did catch me. Coming to you live on a very, very pleasant day here in Atlanta, Canada, and I hope it's a pleasant day where you are. Mid-September, you've got to like it, don't you? It's in general, a little bit cooler, but still very, very pleasant. And if it's a little cloudy where you are, don't forget, there are blue skies above those clouds. Trust me on this. I've flown through those clouds physically and metaphorically. And I can tell you with good authority that, yes, there are blue skies. And even if it's nighttime, I'll tell you what, the skies are clear above the clouds. So don't forget that. Keep that in your brain if you're having a challenging day. And that's what we do at Declutter the Brain, is to get rid of a lot of these little things that basically, clutter your brain. So who am I? I am Kitti Andrews with Declutter the Brain, and proud to be your thought organizer. I've been called that by my clients because I help them to organize their thoughts. What do I do? I help entrepreneurs to organize their space and streamline their thoughts so that they can focus on attracting and serving premium clients. I do now. I do also have over 20 years experience in helping people to gain control over their surroundings, whether it's been via house cleaning or real estate staging or currently virtual decluttering. And through that, I have developed two things. One, a strong belief that physical clutter and mental lack of focus are very closely related, and this is why I've developed my step-by-step one system, which has helped me and my clients go from overwhelmed and struggling to well off and focused. So organized and thriving. Hello, Michael. Speaking of organized and thriving, now, how would I help you to take immediate action on your clutter? Would you feel amazing at the end of the day because you got the right things done? This is what the one system can do for you, because it applies not only to your home, but the other four pillars of your life: your health, your habits, your heart, and your head. Hence, declutter the brain. So if you want to feel amazing at the end of the day because you got the right things done and just feel like, I've got my momentum, I am the little engine that could kind of thing, I think I can. Do you read that to your grandchild, Michael? It's the best, isn't it? Tell me if you do that. That's a great book. Let me know if you know what I'm talking about. I don't think it's just a Canadian thing. Then I'll tell you what, if this sounds like something that could interest you, you just hold that thought and we will give you your one step to take in about 9 minutes from now. Hello, thank you for joining. All right, so this week, what are we talking about? We are talking about, it's our semi-annual series on helping your parents or yourself to right size. I say yourself because many of my clients are over 40 and they just don't want to clean a big house anymore. They want to scale down so that they can spend that time cleaning, doing other things that they actually like. Now, I happen to like cleaning, but that's I'm the anomaly. So and when you're helping your parents to right size, I can tell you what, from personal experience, that can be a landmine. So anything that I can do to help you to get your parents to a safer location. We're going to be talking about more about safety next week. Then anything I can do to help. That's what this week is for. And don't be afraid to direct message me if you have any questions. Okay, no strings attached. I am accessible. So Monday, what do we talk about? The very first thing, have yourself a goal. Set a target date and work backwards from it. Yes, this is so important. Well, I don't know when I want to move. Okay, well, are you going to sell the house? Yeah, well, yes. Okay, so when do you want to close by? Do you want to be moving in the dead of winter? If you're not in Phoenix, you don't want to. You don't want to be moving in the dead of winter. So this is why we do this series in the spring and in the fall. So set yourself a target date and work backwards from it. And that is where our next point of lists is coming. Once you have set your target date, then you can go ahead and you can make yourself a list. Now this is a color-coded jobby. I did this myself for my father when he was right-sizing, and it has the tasks on the right-hand side, including a decluttering section, has the house been sold, has the lawyer been called, etc., etc. And Andrew was in yellow and Kitti was in green. Now, you don't need to be as highfalutin as this. You don't need to be. I suggest it, and I will custom design one for you. Yeah, you ask me nicely, just direct message me, and I will custom design one of these for you. Again, no strings attached. But you can make one of your own in step 2 of this, which is put everything in a notebook. Okay, now have everything in your notebook, the lawyer's name and phone number, the candlestick maker's name and phone number, everybody's name and phone number, so that everyone who is involved, whether it's the parent, you, your brother, sister, anybody, they have access. Everything is here. Okay, this is no time for doubts or errors. Everything is in this book. Preferably it has a pen attached to it. If this is too small for you, then you can have everything in a big book like this, or guaranteed, I have quite a few props here, guaranteed your parents have something like this. Do you remember this? The Coyle Rotary Stenographer's book? Yeah. Anyway, no matter what you do, just make sure that you write everything down. Okay, in one location. Keep the pen attached to it. It's like the cat sat on this. Okay, so the next thing you need to do is make sure that when you're decluttering yourself, or you're helping your parents declutter, or they're doing it on their own, hello, thank you for joining, that you start small. Please, oh please don't start in the biggest room, the basement, with 30 years worth of Christmas decorations. Don't do this to yourself. Start in the smallest room and tackle the smallest part of that, maybe the closet. Okay, why? Number one, there are 2 reasons. Number one, you will have less chance of decision fatigue after this, okay? And you get a sense of accomplishment when you see a lot happening in a small room, all right? It makes you feel really, really good and gives you the will and the momentum to go on. Also, make sure that you schedule it. Just schedule, I recommend no more than 1 hour per day. That's why it's important to have a target date. Again, so that decision fatigue, I find with my clients, it starts to hit at about 50 minutes into a session. So schedule 1 hour. It's manageable, preferably at the beginning of the day when you're most alert. Again, decision fatigue, and it just gets it out of the way, and it makes it more of a job, J-O-B, a job, as opposed to a chore. Nobody likes a chore, correct? Yes. Okay, so now you're on to the keep, maybe, and donate. Many of my colleagues in the decluttering industry don't like to have a maybe pile. I rely on it, especially with my clients with ADHD. Then sometimes it's hard to make a decision, okay? So have your three piles: your keep, your maybe, and your donate. Here's the kicker. You want to know the secret sauce? Yes? Okay. Make sure once you have a bag, even a 2/3 full, no, you don't have to fill it up to the brim, okay? Just take it away. Okay, put it outside the door, put it in your car, whatever it is. Just make sure and take it away. Okay, this eliminates second guessing, and you're getting rid of stuff. You've got fresh air flowing in. Okay, and it feels good. I suggest using color-coded bags. Green for garbage, what a surprise. Recycle blue for anything that's going to the Goodwill or what have you. And clear for your keep. Today, want to know what's for today? All right, patience is a virtue. And again, I know this firsthand. When you are dealing with if you're helping your parents, they're going to do things differently from you. There's a generational mindset. They're just different people. They are people, and remember that they are parents are people too. Yes, parents are people too. And just realize that they're going to have their own way of doing things. So be as patient as you can. Make sure you're not living with them at the time. So that you can go back to your separate corners. Makes life a lot easier. They're going to want to keep more than they should. So everything that they do discard, take it away so that they can look at everything with fresh eyes. They may be stubborn about the value of their things. Oh, this dining room table cost me $600, so I'm going to get $600 for it on Kijiji. No, Dad, you won't. Sorry. You might get $50. $50? Well, I'll just throw it in the street. Oh, good. That's fine. Decision made. And you can take them to Kijiji and or what have you and show them. Do your part to do some research. Help them. Maybe there is a place, an antique place that will give him or her a good dollar for it. Okay. So do anything you can to help with that. Help them to, or yourself, be realistic about what you're really going to use. If you haven't used that pasta maker in 5 years, out it goes. Okay, maybe you haven't picked up knitting needles. Now this is a bad example because one of my clients picked up crochet after not doing it for 20 years. So, but my point is, if you haven't used it in a long time, reassess if you really want to cart it with you. Okay, one set of daily dishes is enough. All right, you don't need 2 sets of daily dishes. Nobody does. Okay, and think about, do I ever use those Christmas dishes? You'd be amazed what I've decluttered. Linens that you shouldn't even be using anymore, get rid of them. Okay, send them to the veterinary, the vet hospital. They always need things for their clients to lay down on. Ask yourself or them, would you even notice if the item is gone? Okie dokie, so that's it for today. Again, direct message me if you have any questions, and if why not hit that share button, because you don't know who's out there who is thinking, oh my God, how am I going to get this done? How am I going to get Mom and Dad into the new space? If you're curious about other videos I've made, just go to YouTube, type in Declutter the Brain, and we are there, cataloged and organized and numbered and labeled and all that good stuff, waiting for you. So I promised you one step, and one step I will give you. If you are thinking, I really want to stop being distracted by my clutter, here is your one step. Scroll down in the feed there and download your 7 easy steps to conquer your physical and mental clutter. While you're there, you can book a quick and free call with me. But this really is your first defense against clutter. Okay, offense and defense. Okie dokie. So until tomorrow, when we talk about, now that you've decided to eliminate your chaos and organize your mindset, Just click that link and change your life today. Now, tomorrow, 12 noon, gonna take a sentimental journey. Take care. Bye for now. Thanks for watching.